In the meantime, I have a very good friend. He is a Chicago comedian. He's one of my favorites. I always enjoy talking to him. Fascinating guy. Please, let's get the applause going right now. Get it going. I want you to start clapping for my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chicago's own Dave Maher.
Oh man, this is awesome. Hey guys, I'm Dave. I just want to kind of get feel the temperature of the room real quick. So, just want to I love this crowd is huge. I want to feel the electricity. So if you wouldn't mind chanting along with me, all right? So when I say electric, you say power. What? You said it, or didn't? Say I'm Chicago's full-size Peter Dinklage. How you guys doing? I'm not gonna stand up here and tell you guys that there's only two types of people in the world. You meet these people, who tell you there's two types of people in the world. You spend your whole life meeting what seems like an infinite variety of people. Turns out there's only two. They're like, okay, there are people, you either love the land before time, or you have no capacity for human emotion. What do you, it baffles me. It's always something super arbitrary. And I feel like if there is any way in which there are two types of people in the world, the two types are simply people who believe there are two types of people in the world, and mature adults who can handle ambiguity. Those are the two types. That's it. I used to smoke a lot of weed. And yeah, I used to be a real high guy. And I'm as surprised as you are that I used to. That this is what that looks like. I get it. But I used to do this thing when a lot of people, when they smoke weed, they like to stay indoors, kind of isolate. Not me. I like to fight through it, right? And they gotta interact with people. And I invented this thing, which was getting high and going to the movies. That was me. I used to love to get high, go to the movies, and I remember specifically my favorite time this ever happened. I was super high, in line for concessions, and I noticed a fellow brother of the Leaf right in front of me. This kid is in high school, and he's with his girlfriend, and he is so stoned that all he can do is repeat the last part of her order and tazz out just a little bit. He was like, yeah, nachos. To the point where the employee behind the counter scoffed when they left and turned to his coworker and was like, do you think that guy was high? And so I took that as an opportunity to prove to these people that I was not high, which is not a thought you have if you're not high. No one who's not high is like, how do I walk and breathe? But that was me. So I looked the guy, I opened my eyes real wide and I was like, hey man, how's it going? Yeah, I'll have a large popcorn and a large Diet Coke and a hot dog with chili and cheese. And you know what? I'll have a cotton candy too. Can you wrap it around the hot dog? You know what? Sir, this is a lot for me too. Let's just go to the display case. And when I walked away from that concession stand, 15 minutes later, my bag of concession groceries in my hand, those employees had no idea that I was high, you guys. They didn't know. In fact, I heard that same concession stand employee turn to his coworker after I left and he was like, huh, pretty cool guy, right? We like that guy? Then I got got into the movie theater and I had one of those experiences you have where it's like, this is crazy, this is blowing my mind right now. It was the most entitled person I have ever seen. I am an entitled person, and this was the most entitled person I've ever seen in my life. I was sitting down, waiting for the movie to start. We're watching the commercials before the previews. Except we're not, because the projector is broken. We're watching the bottom half of one frame and the top half of another frame. So we're watching the spaces in between the movie, which is where the real movie happens. And everyone in the theater is kind of looking around, wondering if someone's gonna take care of this, except for this one woman who in her seat, just aloud to no one, just goes, "Fix it! Fix it! I'm an adult baby! Fix it! I came here in a PT Cruiser!" That's my idea of like a really fancy car. Fix it! My husband owns golf! Yes, the concept of golf! Fix it! But I was so high that all I could do, I looked at her, and I looked at the screen, and I looked at her, and I was like, "Fix it!" To both of our credit, they did fix it. All right, at this point, I want to take a break from the jokes. I know it's a little early to do something risky and vulnerable. I feel like if there's any crowd to do that for, it's this crowd, though. So what I would like to do right now is take a break from jokes and just do a thing that I think you guys will like. I live near this church, right? And the church has its bells, and every once in a while, the church bells play this beautiful song that, like, I've never been moved by something as much as I have by this song. So I just want to do that song for you guys right now. Bing, bong, 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 bing, bong. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Bing bong, bing bong. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Bing bong, bing bong, bong bong. Bong. I just think it's really good. Okay, so I will, I'll leave you guys on this. I am a very tight-chested, anxious person, right? And I feel like whether you are that or not, we all need fail-safes in this life. Things that you can turn to when things get tough that you are like 99.9% guaranteed to cheer you up. It's like a funny YouTube video, a movie, a song, whatever it is, right? And so all I want to do to close out this set is show you guys one of those things for me. And it is a recording, a field recording, of a dolphin mimicking human speech. Okay? So I'm going to play that for you, and then we're going to talk about it, all right? Okay, so my question is like, what kind of cartoon trainers does this dolphin have? I'm imagining like the original Steamboat Willie from that first Mickey Mouse cartoon. He's got a bucket of fish and he's like, "Dur, dur, 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 dur. Oh, yo, 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 yo." Well, I'm just wondering, like, right now, think of the phone call that you definitely do not want to make. Whatever it was, okay? Asking mom and dad for money. You're like, "Dude, she left. I don't know why she left. It's hard to have that conversation after she leaves. I don't know." And you know for sure that if a dolphin saw you having that conversation and related to his friends, he'd be like, "Yeah," and then he was like, "Dur, dur, yo, 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 yo." I want to imagine a dolphin like going to the movies like in a trench coat, like trying to order 2 tickets, but he's just got the flippers and he's just like, "2 tickets, no, and the guy behind the ticket counter is turning to a coworker and he's like, "Okay, that guy was hot." That's my set. Thank you guys so much. I'm very happy and pleased to introduce your next comedian, who is a super, super funny guy. Please welcome to the stage, Joe Rumroll.